Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward as a people that are whole in mind, body, and spirit. Lesson 1 is herbs and spices. Lesson 2 are greens. Greens is the widest part in the base of the African heritage diet food pyramid. So many greens should be consumed. And as you move up the pyramid, those are the things that you consume in lesser proportionate amounts. Whole grains, lesson 3. Beans and rice, lesson 4. Tubers and mashes, lesson 5. Lesson 6. Fruits, vegetables, and a healthy lifestyle.
Question too. It can be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Born to be great.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Magic rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Stay healthy,
Move.
family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Man, family, it's so good to be here with you. I've been up, I've been in class, ain't cutting up no videos. I got some new stuff that I have to learn because, like I said, we constantly trying to improve your experience on Gye-Nyame journey because we want you to become a supporter. I want you to become a supporter. I just got to be all the way honest. The goal is to reach 100 supporters. You know what I'm saying? That's the first goal. The second goal after we reach 100, we could do 100, we could do 1,000. We got about 20 right now. Some people kind of falling off and stuff like that, credit cards or whatever. But, hey, it is what it is. Black in America, I'm not mad. I understand. But, you know, we're somewhere around 20. We hover around 20. We want to get the number up to 100, family. We want to produce at least $1,000 a month so that we can continue doing everything that we do here. Everything that we do here. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, and expand because right now, like I said, we're thinking about going into the OTT, or it's called over-the-top streaming, over-the-top videos. You know what I'm saying? Where you could select and you got a certain channel that you go to and you could catch all of our content. You know what I'm saying? Those of you that's already supporters, you ain't got to worry about that. You already going to have your coupon, your ticket to get in if we move in that direction. But, you know, we're moving towards building in this way because, once again, I want to make sure I'm bringing you the quality that you deserve, and I want to be able to bring more to you. And, once again, getting up to a point where we're able to employ people more than just seasonally. Now, in the summertime, you know, we're able to raise money. We're able to tap into other pots of money, and we're able to work with some of the young people, and we're able to do festivals and put a little bit of money in people's pockets and stuff like that. But this year, we can't do it because we ain't got no festivals. We ain't got no camping trips. But anyway, as some of y'all can see, I really, really, really love them camping trips. No camping trips. God, why? But all things happen for a reason, family. All things happen for a reason. And just like the rest of the world, we will bounce back. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to need your help. Right? So, you know, I did a little thing this week. You know, because like I said, I'm on my fast and my energy, you know, I went through just the water and the dry part.
And I'm at an energetic, creative level right now, and in many parts of my life, there's a sense of stagnant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, boom, we're growing. I'm growing. I'm learning. Every day I'm able to share, and I thank those that take the time to check out the videos, and I thank those that take the time to share the videos. As a matter of fact, like, subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe, follow, or whatever. However you get it, make sure you click the notifications so that you can keep up with Gye-Nyame Journey, because we got some other stuff coming. Once again, it's just a matter of building up the courage in the geniusness that's around me. Family, I am surrounded, I am blessed by geniuses that are hiding. And I'm gonna pull them out. I'm getting their asses out. Yes, I am. I'm working on it. We got elders with wealth of information, but they don't think nobody want to hear it. And I'm like, yo, we could do this. We could do this, right? So now I'm streamlining some things, right? Because one way is, a couple of ways are very expensive to do some of the stuff we want to do, as far as the ebooks and all this. We want to make it as an immersive experience as possible for you. So I'm working on that. And I'm also working on finding other ways to really, really be able to produce income so that we can have a full-time nation builder, full-time warrior. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you right now, all it takes is for our community to see the benefit of having one individual that really, really works for us. It only takes one. After that, you know what I'm saying? After we got somebody focusing 24 hours on our needs, on standing up for us, for serving us, once we got one, we're going to want more. And I ain't just talking about, because I realized a long time ago that nation building has to be a full-time thing. You know what I'm saying? It has to be. We have to be able to give the people information. We got to be able to process the information. We got to be able to research the information. We got to be able to get out and talk to the people and educate the people. We got to be able to stand up and defend the people. We got to be able to have people down in these meetings where everybody don't go. Everybody not built for that. Everybody not built to sit in a goddamn meeting. Y'all already know I can't go to no damn meetings. Y'all done see me fall asleep on air. So I got to find somebody who really, really wants to bite their teeth down into that and could get down there and get us news on what's going on in City Hall, what's going on in those council meetings here in Columbus, in Dayton, in Cleveland, in Akron, in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We got to start. We got to set a motto of what we want, because I have one for you. I have one, and we're going to talk about it a little bit in our discussion, right? Because the key piece is, this week, I was sitting at my desk. I don't know what happened. I got out my car, and I was just thinking. I said, human beings are social animals, but we're not the only social animals. There are many animals who rely on the social aspect of the community to help them survive. I know exactly what it was. It was the meeting that I was blessed to be in with Baba Marie Kelsey and the Nation Builders of Tawi. I don't know how that shit slipped my mind. But after that meeting, I started thinking, because like the key piece that the Baba was trying to get across was relationships. You know what I'm saying? And I just got done. I don't remember who I was listening to. And they were breaking down they call it the axiology, how the most important aspect of how you relate with things or something like that. And they said that our axiology is, in a sense, persons, person to person type thing. Not the European is the object. Ours is the relationship. Our focus is the relationship. And I've seen that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? We see people stay in bad situations just to maintain a relationship. And I was thinking about how important a relationship is to a social animal. You take a social animal, and if you isolate that social animal, whether we're talking about a human being, any type of animal that live in a social environment, and they literally will go crazy. Animals that live in social groups desire and need social interaction, relationship there. And that relationship not only helps them mentally, but it also helps protect them physically. So the thought hit me, what happens to a social animal that is not in their social group? And the simple answer was they become prey. So I said, I have to go. Let me go and put this down. So I had to remember. I said, well, whales, I think they call them pods. Monkeys are troops. Gorillas, I think they might call them bands. Lions call them prides. For lions, it's called a pride. For wolves, it's called a pack. And for humans, it's called a tribe. I just asked a simple question. What happens to a human that's not in a tribe? What do they become? And the only thing that came to me was prey, because these social groups helped protect individuals. Because as human beings, we're not the strongest, we're not the fastest, we can't jump the highest. We got horrible teeth for eating raw meat. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I mean, hell. And shit, if a bear wants to snatch one of us, if we all separate, it's going to be easier for that bear. But what a bear sees when he runs up on an individual is different from what a bear sees when he runs up on a group. See, because remember, they always say, if you run into a wild animal, make yourself big if they're about to attack. See, you don't have to make yourself big if you are with a group, because they see you in a sense as one. Tribe is very important. Tribe is very important when you negotiate as far as the politics internally as well as the politics externally. But you just don't, how can I put it? Tribes are built on relationships, understandings, order, honor, sacrifice. These are the things that tribes are built on. These are the fuel for the tribe. You throw money in there, right? And the relationships are not strong. You throw resources in there and the relationships are not strong. And we're going according to, because what we're dealing with right now, we're dealing with unoppressed people who have to pretend, who had to wear masks so long that they forgot that they got the mask on. So we started taking on many of other groups' ways, axiology. So rather than the group, the relationship, it became the object. So my car and the shit I have is more important than the relationships I have. Many of our marriages can't stay together because it's not about the relationship, it's about the possessions in a relationship. Even people become possessions rather than things we relate to. We relate to them as things of ownership. That's mine. Like my daughter Jenny used to say, and used to have my mother rolling when Gina was very little. One of the first words or the group of words that Gina put together was, not yours. Somebody would touch her stuff and be like, not yours. You know what I'm saying? So the relationship is key, and we have to do a total overhaul of ourselves so that we can move forward and move in power. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for the day, goddamn. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because Gye-Nyame is coming along, family. Tawi is coming along, family. And I know we're not the only ones. ADOS is coming along, family. And those relationships are being developed, and they're being developed by hard times and struggle, and actually being able to focus on the reality that we have as a group here. All it is bringing the pieces together, bringing our children together, creating those feast days, those culturally appropriate holidays, creating those culturally appropriate ways of existing and interacting, and enforcing them long enough and practicing them long enough that they become habit. Where you'll be able to walk into a room and an individual will be able to just take one look at you and know your culture. Wouldn't even have to have on different clothes. They'd just be able to see how this person moves. Look how they move. Look how they breathe. And once we start magnifying that and empowering that, that makes people want to belong. See, because tribe is about belonging. Belonging and feeling safe. You know, one of my brothers called me the other day, and it's like, you know, I have brothers, I have friends, Kuumba, Sister Navita. I have friends, I have sisters. Let me just put it this way. But there's a crew of brothers. Mainly it was two of them. Now I don't get me wrong, because I don't want none of my brothers out there tripping and shit. I love you. But like I said, it's like understanding positions and roles and shit. And you know, we formed tribes and shit. We've been doing it for a very long time. And it was two brothers, actually three, that I feel like totally safe around. Now some I could talk with and you know, I feel safe, right? But in the role that I serve, some shit jump off. I have to step up for them. Even they're gonna be with me, but I have to, right? And there has been, and I'm talking like in the physical realm and shit. And my whole life I had to, you know, I was the dude that took up for motherfuckers, and that's just how it was. And it wasn't until my later years that I really started running into motherfuckers that really, I could really just, in a sense, chill. Because they was able to step up for me in that way. Right? I mean, I'm safe. I could talk to them about anything. I could tell them about my woes, and then, you know what I'm saying? But if some shit popped off, they was faster than me. They was stronger than me. They was designed for that shit. And you know, and it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It kind of like got me understanding the importance of these relationships, because like for a long time I was standing up for a lot of motherfuckers, right? And you know, and some motherfuckers wouldn't even stand up for them damn selves. But it actually felt good to be able to complete a circle where you will have individuals that will be willing to step up and were able to step up for you. Now I got friends that are able to stand up for me. I got brothers and sisters that are able to stand up for me. But they really can't. I'm gonna have to get in. I have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to take care of the business. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, These two brothers, man, I totally felt 100% secure around him. And I don't know if a lot of people understand this, because for a man, especially, but let me speak for me. For me, because I can't speak for men, all men. But there's something about a sense of safety for your family and friends that play a big factor. It plays a big factor in who I am. My claim as a man. I have to be able to do it. Life or death, come what may. I have to be able to. Right? And it just felt good to have motherfuckers on your team that you know would be quicker to do that shit than you. But anyway, I got a call from one of them yesterday. The other one is he's deceased. Well, actually, the other two are deceased. But this one, you know, he called and gave me a prep talk. And what's crazy is he's in a fucked up situation. He's calling me. He called me. I'm checking on you. We gonna blah, 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 blah. He give me the goddamn prep talk. I got you, bruh. I got you. And, you know, and I want my son to experience that type of love and that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as a matter of fact, Cleve out with one of his uncles right now. You know what I'm saying? He out with one of his uncles right now. But like I said, there's order in a tribe, and it helps you become clear on who you are. It's me running into these type of individuals, right? That was like, you know, I like shit, you know. Let me stick to this counseling shit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a counselor. You know what I'm saying? I get out there, I get out in the battlefield. I don't like it all the goddamn time. But it's certain motherfuckers around me, certain beautiful individuals around me that were born. I mean, it's like they were created for the battlefield. And they love it. Don't get tired of it. As a matter of fact, get antsy if the shit ain't, if it ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, and you respect that. You respect that. And that's what tribe building is about. Finding your role, finding your place, getting in, developing a relationship so that we feel safe around each other. I feel I could drop $10,000 with you and have you hold that for me. And that's the object, right? That's the object. But our relationship is more valuable than that little bit of money. I could put $100,000 in your care. I could put, and even deeper, I could go away and put my children in your care. That's tribe. That's tribe, right? You walk into tribe house. You walk into tribe because it's groups of families. You walk into a tribe house and some shit could be going down, and you could tell a child that's part of your tribe to do something, and they'll do it. It's tribe. You know what I'm saying? People are like, but that's basic respect. No, you motherfucker respect you. People can respect you, right? But they ain't gonna do everything you say. You could tell a child, you know what I'm saying? You need to leave the room. They might get offended for a second, but then boom, this uncle Hatim, let me get up, get out. Yeah. And they do the same thing with mine. Jenna, you need to sit your ass down. Tribe. Building those relationships so that we can raise our children in healthy, safe environments where our children know that regardless of what goes down, we got their back. It's a bully at school. We got their back. I'm having problems with tuition. We got your back. Family, try. I'm trying to buy a house. We are able to have your back. That is what we are supposed to be able to do. And if we can't help you buy the house, we should be able to help you build the goddamn house. Tribe. But what happens when you get out here and you got other people's belief systems, or at least you think it's other people's belief systems, and you start operating, you become prey. Banks are predators. Politicians and political groups are predators. What is a predator? A predator is someone who needs, in order to exist, they need to live off another. Wolves can't go out and eat grass. They can't eat fruit. They need an animal or being that eat those things that don't belong to them, and you eligible for it to be a meal. A predator survival is based on being able to find prey, things that you can exist off. So a political party is a predator. The police force is a predator. When 80% of your police live outside your city and patrol the streets and don't know 10% of the people in the place that they patrolling, they're predators. They're predators. Every now and then, the wolf will protect the sheep. You don't believe me? Go to YouTube and look at cute little animal videos, and just wait for one of the ones to pop up where you find a strange event where a predator every now and then helps the prey. Hell, as a matter of fact, you could train a dog to protect sheep, but dogs eat sheep. But they protect the sheep because the sheep make sure they are able to get food in other ways. Predators. We unfortunately belong to a group that has fallen into the mind state of individualism and changed our axiology where it's about objects, and we are able to be lured out into the world so that we can be consumed upon by the predators. I don't know if people understand me, and especially when it comes to doing business here. I don't want to do business with you if I don't know you. At least somebody can vouch for you. But when it comes to us doing like tribal, because let me tell you some tribal things. Tribal things are like schools. It's supposed to be. Who's supposed to be educating your children outside your tribe? I'm violating that rule. All right. I try to supplement, and I try to get people around my children that can supplement. Who's supposed to be feeding you outside your tribe? At least staples. We violating that. So we just out here like domesticated animals, prey. And I'm just saying, it's time for us to bring some of that wildness back. It's time for us to do that tribe thing. It's time for us to build. It's time for us to build. So you're going to be seeing some commercials from me talking about this whole tribe shit and building it up. Family, you can become a tribal supporter. Now, I ain't done no current events yet. I just got on here. Don't be rushing me through my thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm going to open up the lines. Matter of fact, I'm going to open up the lines. But we're going to do the toast, and then I'll open up the lines. You know, Sister Navita she want to do some current events. Sister Navita want to do the current events. So let's go and change the screen real quick. So y'all gonna be seeing some more nice transition. That was a nice transition, wasn't it? Wait until next week. I'm getting my toes wet. My brother let me know. One of my brothers, Ashibu, did it for me first, and I was like, "Ooh, how you do that?" Start doing my research, and you know what's crazy about how all this shit works, right? all you got to do, and a lot of y'all know this, all you got to do is type in some shit, something you're interested in, and on one of your timelines is going to pop up. Now, it used to freak me out. But I say, dude, how you stingers? How you create a stinger? You know what I'm saying? Boom, typed it in. I forgot about it. How you been using the stingers my brother did. You know what I'm saying? The little short video transitions. I said, how you know what I'm saying? A few weeks later, popped up. I looked at it, I said, I'm not going to do it right now. Boom, boom, boom. Another week. I'm going to get it. Let's get it. Gye-Nyame needs this shit here. Sister Navita, when you see this shit I got now, ooh. Sister Tracy, when you see this shit I got now, ooh. See, I thought the newsletter shit we had was dope, even though we still learn how to use it, right? But this shit right here is another possible game changer. I know I say that all the time. I say it all the time. Just like I'm trying to do a show tomorrow about cryptocurrency. I got brother Dentista hit me up. I mean, check this out. This tribe type shit, right? Hey Elder, if you don't got this app, download this app so I can go and transfer some of this digital currency to you. What? I said, get this app and so that I can download some of this digital currency to you. You about to give me some digital money? Okay. What's the app? Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all the app name and why. It didn't surprise me that this brother uses. This brother has been into crypto, and not just cryptocurrency, but just learning how to navigate the web and not be seen. So I know when he gave me an app out the blue, it wasn't no bullshit. So he told me about an app called Keybase. So I want to get him on to talk about Keybase as well as some digital currency, not necessarily just to invest, because Gye-Nyame got a whole, listen, family. After he hit me to what, because he gave me some digital currency, right? I said, what is digital currency from? He said, I created it. I said, what? I said, oh, okay. How do you acquire it? What's the limit? Is it mined? How's it, you know what I'm saying? How's it created? So I'm listening. I said, So you basically created a currency that we can exchange within our tribe. So not only does this Keybase comes with text capabilities that are encrypted. So even if somebody intercept your text, they wouldn't be able to understand it, right? So it's real good for those type of groups and those type of discussions, right? But also it comes with a digital wallet. So once you open up the app for free, right, you get yourself a digital wallet. So I said, what if? I see, because I just need y'all to know, I'm constantly thinking about how can we improve on what we doing as far as the tribe, right? What if we got our own currency? I got a young man. He ain't as young as he used to be. I got a young man. Thank you, Gina G. Bring me my bracelet, too. I forgot my bracelet. Yeah, I got a bracelet, family. Y'all got to check out this bracelet. I brought this bracelet from Elder Imhotep some years ago. I just got the stuff to clean it. I've been lazy for years. But anyway, check out this bracelet. But anyway, so I said, so you create a currency that I can use to what you want to show them, your ankh? Yep. All right, come on. Sasha want to show off. What is it called, Sasha?
I know.
You got to do it so that they can see it. They can't see it because of your fingers. Take it up to the camera. I only want this one. I'll wear that other one tomorrow. So, I caught Elder Amatep one night at a reggae show. I don't even know if Gina was born. And I bought this.
Probably not.
Sterling silver. And you know, he let me get it because he already knew. Cause he said, hey brother, I got a piece I think you'd be interested in. I say, Elder, I ain't got no money. He said, hold on now. And he pulled it out. I was like, and he took out I don't know those who ever dealt with Elder Amatep. He take out his little rag and he starts shining it and shoving. Don't do it. This is my drink money, man. Here, damn. So I got to be in a reggae club, sober, but I'm shining, right? I'm shining. Like, man, hey, but anyway. So, family, we about to get into this toast. But anyway, so I just had some thoughts, and I'm gonna talk. Of course, I'm gonna talk to the rest of the tribe, but I got some ideas on how to use some of this currency because he gave me some, and then I said, shit, I bought me a whole bunch, and he's like, well, Brother Hatim, are you talking about it? But no, I'm talking about us setting up a means of exchange of value between each other, a means of exchange that we could use in a sense symbolically, you know what I'm saying, that we are exchanging stuff, you know what I'm saying? So to go from one rank to another, you know what I'm saying? What if an individual in Gye-Nyame has to earn a certain amount of currency? You have to earn a certain amount of currency in order to be able to make that. You're gonna have to give that currency to the tribe. What if you break a rule? All right, now, shit, they money, cool. We got their money. But, dog, you want to go out here and get some of this currency because there's a limit on how much there is. So we got sort of like a closed loop. You understand what I'm saying? And we're creating value to the point where it's like eventually, a young person going to be like, shit, I'm trying to move up to the royal level. I need 1,000. I need 1,000 credits. I guess I better go over here and help some of these elders. Maybe they'll give me some credits that I could use towards my graduation. You dig? You know what I'm saying? We got a medium of exchange. We're exchanging value. We're placing value on something rather than other people telling us what to place value on. That's called Kujichagulia, which happens to be my day. So I'm sitting up there thinking about that shit all night. It was hard for me to sleep because I'm like, so I say, all right, dude, how much is this? I said, how much is it? I ain't gonna tell y'all, but I said I need 50,000 of it by next year. Yeah. But I gotta talk to my tribe first. I can spend my money, but I can't spend their money. Or I'll get fined. But anyway. All right, fellas, let's get to the toast. First off, let me see. We're gonna do you today. You might give us a little entertainment. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Nothing like the pop of that ambrosia. We so blessed. We got our own drink. Ceremonial. We can use it for libations. We create this, right? And in a minute, we got young people like Gina and Cleve. Well, Gina a little bit, but Cleve know how to make this. And After this COVID thing over, we're going to expand production. Because now I'm gonna tell y'all how cold the community is here in Columbus, right? I got one elder in particular who tells me all the time, brother, I'm tired of buying kombucha from other people. You have to up your production. I go through 1.5 gallons per week. I need you to be able to keep up. And he lets me know. He'll call me before we go out and buy. I'm about to buy these people's stuff because you slipping. And and I got other elders, they'll put their orders in. They be wanting their stuff. They want it every month. It's a health drink. It's our drink. It's from us. It's culture. Culture in a glass. Right? But anyway, enough of the Ambrosia commercial. First off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. All right, once again, family, we move to our list of our ancestors. And I'm going to go as far as I can. The list is over there. So I'm going to go as far as I can, and then we'll get the list. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Tech Center, Davis Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia Winnie Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Annalena Alco, Chris Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet Mahat Romilly, Kapoor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Hodgeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gail Pulliam, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lewis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Aphia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Farmer, Mary Jabez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen, lost my rhythm. The Beauty of Children. We're down here, Triggs, Martinier, Amatel Fred, Douglas Triggs, Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, not Sr., Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy M. Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Denise Monaries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anna Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eddie Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Anna Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy. How you doing, Joe? Shouts out to Joe Berry. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Clevis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Cochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Quillen and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robbie Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We move to our blacklist. We have, not the blacklist, move to our black book. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell. Speaking of that, shouts out to Sister Kim. She sends her blessings out to everybody. She says she down there. I think it's Tennessee, down there getting her house set up. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Edda Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gatt, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams, Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry, Jocelyn McCallum, Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba. We lift up our toast to you. We celebrate our ancestors. We lift up our glass. We salute them. And we thank them for making sure that we had time and space to exist in. We thank them for caring for us when we couldn't care for ourselves. We thank them and we remember them and we lift them up in this moment with the mighty word of Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? I'm going to tell you where we're going. Right now, we are going to the present moment. Family, I want to give a round of applause to all of the Kuumba babies. Y'all heard me. My spiritual audience be tripping, man. I don't know. I mean, everybody else is on time most of the time, right? Now, because we done upgraded around here. We gonna do a little bit more upgrading, so that we could go and do some traveling and video and stuff like that. So it's about to go down for real, family. Here we go. So right now we're in the present moment, family. As I usually do, I'm gonna ask you to find the principle of the day. The principle of the day is Kuumba. The principle of the day is Kuumba. Okay? All right? So, activate those reticular formation. We are on the hunt for Kuumba. The challenge is post up a picture of something dealing with Kuumba. Post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey Media on Facebook. Post it up on you can post, I don't know if you can post on our Instagram, but or you can share it on our Instagram. But hashtag Kuumba. Let's keep it there, because maybe some people think it's too hashtag Kuumba. And then you can add the other stuff. Hashtag Kuumba found, hashtag Kuumba day, hashtag Kuumba in progress, hashtag Kuumba on fire, hashtag Kuumba baby. You know what I'm saying? Hell, post a picture of yourself if you're a Kuumba child. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Kuumba baby. You know what I'm saying? Because family, we got to start spreading the word of the tribe. Because unlike a lot of, you know what I'm saying, we ain't got time for, because the official way to get into a tribe is you got to be born in that shit. So we had to come up with a different birthing process. But there's some people in the tribe that are in by blood, not relations. Right? They in by blood, not relations. We got grandbabies. They Gye-Nyame, my blood. You know what I'm saying? They were born. If you was involved with Gye-Nyame before they was born, guess what? They automatic citizens. Right? So anyway, but for those that don't know Kuumba, and if you don't know, you need to go to Gye-Nyame Journey. You need to go to the free GNJE course. Learn about your family. Learn about your tribe. Because a lot of y'all looking for tribes. Y'all just don't know it yet. After the Great Pumpkin get done doing some of the shit he doing, y'all gonna be like, I wish I knew. I need a tribe. Right? Not just angry motherfuckers. Like, we need some thinking, calculating, taking over shit in the next, you know what I'm saying? Like 2023 is just the beginning of a very, 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 very long and hard struggle. But and like I said, I might not be around to get it. I might not be around to see it. But I'll see it when I come back around, because I'm coming back, right? And I'm coming back in a better situation than I am right now. You know why? Because I'm laying the foundation for that right now, just like many of you. So, right now, for those who don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. Order is the meiotic principle. Orange is the color. Cause and effect is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwame. Female is Ama. Shouts out to the Kwames and the Amas. On what we're going to start adding to the moment, too, is also, I'm going to pull from African Deep Thought workbook because it'll help me keep track. We are on Proverb 1.2. This will be available in, I'm thinking in less than 30 days. Doc's book coming out. Then we're going to drop this one. So be on the lookout. You could get it now in a hardback. You get it now in a hardback. It's going for $50. She don't know it yet, but it's going for $50, right? Because I'm going to get some in stock. I'm going to try to make sure Illuminati, well, actually, I'm not going to get them in stock. I'm going to make sure Illuminati got them in stock, or whatever, and, whatever. So that those that want the book, you can make sure you can get your hands on it. So we're going to pull from it. And this book actually pulls, of course, as I explain all the time, it pulls from the African Openness to the Tree of Life. But this is a workbook for this book. So I suggest that you get this book. This is a collector's item. This is something that you could pass on to your children that will constantly, once you teach them how to use it, it will constantly aid them in all issues. All issues. There's been very few things that I have problems with that I have not been able just to open this book on random, this little book in random, and come up with a solution. Honest to God truth. Here we go. Or honest to tribe truth. Swear it on my tribe. All right, we are on Proverb 1.2 today. 1.2. And it's just for you to think about. We ain't gonna discuss it. How you doing, Miss Kim? They who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. Y'all hear me say that one all the time. Say the knowledge holders. Sacrifices harmonizes through right measure. It realigns forces. Say the knowledge holders. So in the moment part of our toast, I'm going to be sharing Proverbs. We're going to start with this book, and of course we're going to move to the Gye-Nyame Journey workbook. That should keep us busy for about 4 years. But it's just like a proverb of the day. Maybe I'll come up with some little fancy graphics or something and air commercial and Gye-Nyame, But like I said, that take time. That take time. In order for us to have that time, family, we need you to subscribe. Now, you click the links and stuff down there, but we need you as a supporter. GNJmedia.support. GNJmedia.support. So we keep it going. Keep the information coming. Keep growing together. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us have all the answers. But we got a lot more if we combine. In most cases, because some people come in the room and everybody just, I don't know what happened. So we raise up our glass to this present moment. We lift it up to this energy in this moment. We salute it. And we say, thank you, Gina. From there, family, we move on to the future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Hopefully, we are setting the examples and leaving the lessons for them. Dr. Kelsey challenged the nation builders of Tawi, and I'm challenging the listeners of Gye-Nyame, as well as some of the nation builders of Tawi that might not have been on there, as well as some of the warriors, as well as Gye-Nyame tribe. He challenged us to, in a sense, document what we're doing, writing it down for the future generations. Now, those of you that's in Gye-Nyame, y'all already know that, like I said, you owe the family a book. Navita might be back there, what? You didn't well, you should have read the application a little bit closer, sister. Oh, there wasn't no application. Try making process, right? But each member of Gye-Nyame has to leave a gift of knowledge for the future generations. A book, right? A book. It's not that hard, right? Just take time, But anyway, we lift up our glass to our future generations, and information that we're going to teach them, and information that we're going to leave them that will help them make it through this rough road called America. Conquer it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe move to the stars. I don't know. Who knows what the future gonna bring? You know what I'm saying? My plans don't just stop at Earth. I'm just saying. It don't stop at America either, but it don't stop at Earth. We got other places we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Other places we gotta go. We're gonna go peacefully. Okay, a book, it is. See, I like that spirit. She just acting tough in front of y'all. As soon as I get off of here, she gonna be calling me talking shit. You ain't say nothing to me about no book before. You wasn't listening close. Say it all the time. So we lift up our glass, family. Lift up our glasses to our future generations. We say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to all of our relations and we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From all of our relation, family, it's just the time for that selfish toast. It's that selfish toast time. I'm lifting up the selfish toast. Define tribe. Ooh, that's good. A tribe is. Oh, I know why you asked it, because we had this a group of people that are related by blood and ideas, I guess. I come up with a better one. I have to look it up. But I know why you fret when I use the term tribe. I know because you already jumped on me about it. But we still a tribe. And you get to be in it too. Group of people with a common culture who have decided to be together, at least in the way we doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how other people might define it. But I'm quite sure the definition is very close to that of a nation, a stable, historically developed group of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and a language in common. Tribe. Just take the nation off and we could throw that on there. Was that better? Yes, no? Stable, historically developed community or group of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and language in common. A mini nation. A group of families. All right, but we lift up our glass. How you doing, Auntie? Where was I at, Kim? Why you do that? Why you do that? Y'all be throwing me off on purpose. Oh, we're on the selfish toast. I'm trying to get y'all some of y'all. Y'all don't want it? Selfish toast, we got the ancestors here. We got the creator. Y'all don't want the toast? I skip right by it. I take it for myself. So I'm gonna lift up this glass. This that selfish toast. It's an anthropological term. Yeah, it can be, but using the power of Kuji Chagalia, I can use it how I will and how I need, and how the time dictate. You're right, it is an anthropological term because it describes behaviors of humans or anthropods or anthropoids or however it say it, right? So we lift up our term. Oh my God. We lift up our glass and this for you. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? And we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Oh, we're going to lift up the tribe, right? Lifting it up. All right, whatever yours is, call it out. That's on you, right? Gye-Nyame for me. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Y'all know where we go. I go to the most magnificent, the most wonderful, the wisest, the strongest, the bravest individuals right now. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am so American. I don't know if you're trying to be funny or what else can I be? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, lifting up our glass. Family, I'm going to put on a little bit of music for a minute because I'm old, and then we're going to get back. We're going to get to the news. Kim, go on, type up the next statement. I'm going to open up the lines, too. Give me a second to do that. I ain't got to keep y'all here bored while I'm running around doing all this. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We are back up, family. We gonna go and check out some of the news. Y'all see they done updated the whole Facebook space. Y'all get all my business now. Look at that. Oh, they say we got people reached 41,772 people. Family, that's because y'all been showing up and showing out. Engagement, say post engagements is down by 15%, but it's still at 5,785 post engagements. 130 page likes, down 4%. I remember when we didn't have no likes. Like nobody liked you. Brother Hatim, nobody want to see you. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say, man. All right, so I'm gonna have to change how we go through our news. Let me see. Can I look at this from an outsider's perspective? Hatim, let's see. Nope, they're gonna take me to my page. We don't want to be on my page. I want to be on our page. All right, so now I'm stuck. Now I'm lost. All right, home, pages. All right, here we go. Gye-Nyame journey. Okay, I guess we stuck with this. So it changed a little bit, but gives us too much information here. So I'm gonna have to. It has to be a way I could see view as a. All right, there we go. View as a visitor. So I know how to set this up next time. All right, so now, oh wow, this is dope. So let you know if we got something popping off. I see some of y'all out there. Those that are interested in calling in, the call-in number is 614-556-4535. Let me go and post that up for y'all. Let's see. Shit. PL. Is it PL? No, it might be BL. No. 614-556-4535. Once again, it's 614-556-4535. So the black line is open. Anybody that got anything they want to share, you can. But let's just go down the timeline a little bit. I'll wait for somebody to pop up. So, all right, you got all the contact information right here. Oh, man, look at this. Oh, snap. Oh, this look nice. All right, Facebook, I see you. You gon' give me thumbs ups and all that. Wow. And there you go again. All right, let's see who here. Let me check my other computer real quick. All right, so I want to make sure I'm not missing any other chats. All right, cool. So let's go on down the timeline. Columbus lead and local news. Oh, that ain't what I put. Hell, the link is trying to solve one of those story man problems. Okay, cool. So let me go to this. So school districts plan for what if scenarios for COVID-19. Now the issue, and I want to make sure I got you up because I did this. Part of the issue is that when you bring I don't even know how they plan to deal with this. You understand what I'm saying? As far as opening the schools, that is still up in the air. You're gonna have a massive amount of people in one place. In some instances, you're gonna have students switching classrooms. So if one child has it, they will be able to possibly spread it to other people in all those classrooms. Then what about lunch? Because in lunch, you can't eat with a mask. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real touchy situation on this. I mean, regardless of how you feel about it. But somebody just joined us. Oh, this is Miss Kim.
Hello, it's Kim.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I finally got a chance to give you guys connect with you guys.
Well, go and give us the
I miss
update.
talking with
How
you.
how's things on your side of the world? If I'm correct, you in Tennessee, right?
No, I'm in Chicago.
Oh, you in Chicago? Oh man, okay. Well, go and give us a report. How things going?
It's doing good. I'm renovating the house, so I moved. I got a house in Chicago, so I'm actively doing DIY. I just took a short break today
Okay.
to call you guys. So I've been working very hard every day.
Man, how's this COVID-19 going in there in Chicago?
Chicago is at one point it was really bad, but then now it's getting a little bit better. But then I was listening to the news yesterday that they did have a little increase, so now they're gonna say the bars have to close at midnight.
Oh man, that's so nice of them. They're gonna close the. Okay, we're not gonna let you stay open the one. We gonna close you at midnight because that's when the virus spread
Yeah,
around midnight, right? It's a werewolf
that's what they're
virus.
doing now. Yeah, the local bars, and they had a lot of rioting in Chicago, so that was the biggest thing. A lot of the stores were looted and stuff, so that's gradually coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Reopening up some of the stores. A lot of the banks are boarded up. At least in the hood, the banks are boarded up. And so it's kind of hard to get cash.
Yes.
You do see some people with cash, but it's not easy getting cash around here in the hood.
Okay.
And people seem to be a little bit low key. There's been a spike in murders and killings that's been happening on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of violence, so stuff like that. So there's in the hood in Chicago. I've noticed since I'm back now, the police presence is less than it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that. And so you don't have that over policing. Like we used to literally see police all the time, and then you had the cameras all the time. So it was almost like over policing.
Right.
So now the police are pulled back. But at the same time, in some neighborhoods, people are just doing more crime because they can.
Right.
And then also because you have the police pull back also, and you don't have them writing tickets for traffic and stuff like that, people drive more reckless. People run stop signs and red lights more than they used to.
Mm.
So I'm seeing things on the road that I never saw in Chicago. Like, it was a marked difference from when I drove up here, and as soon as I got in the city.
How long has it been since you have driven in Chicago?
It's been 2 years.
Okay.
I haven't been here for 2 years.
Okay.
And it's a marked difference. And I talked to some people. I happened to hook up with Chicago ADOS. And so I met with them, and they were saying, yeah, it's a difference in the policing. And also, they have a new county attorney general because they were talking, the over policing. So then now you can cash out bond $200-300 if you have a weapon. If you're arrested on a weapons charge, they're cashing out. So they say for a lot of people, they don't really have the fear of the police that they used to have, or the fear of the criminal justice system that they used to have. So a lot of people are on the street now who were not on the street before.
Mm. Mm.
And so it's and so a lot of people are not happy with what's going on. ADOS people are not happy with what's going on. And so I don't know where it's going to end. And now they're pushing to de-police the schools, move the schools out. So now each school can decide whether or not you're going to have police in your building.
Mm.
So that's sort of what's going on in Chicago, yeah.
So what it sounds like to me is that they are only dealing with the surface issue as far as the police, rather than there is no work that has been done or anything that's being adjusted other than them and their police presence. And I think that's part of the issue that we're going to face all over this country, because a lot of people think that it's just about defunding and removing the police. No, there's a lot of personal work a lot of community work, and I know you don't like this word, a lot of tribal work.
You know, I hate that
I know
word.
I know, because you got a different, you got an international, you got an international experience with the word. You understand? I mean, I hope you do know how big of a difference that is. Because, all right.
I don't think I agree with you. I do have an international perspective of the word. That is true, and I kind of felt a sense of pride that we weren't like that. I feel like we're regressing.
But regressing to what?
So I feel like we're regressing by choosing. We're choosing to do this. We're choosing to be a part of something that we weren't a part of before. We were tribal, but we were sold from Africa and came to the United States, and so we lost our tribe when we came, right?
Yeah.
We all understand that. And then we became this group based on our circumstances. We became a group based on our circumstances. So now your people, not just you, but a lot of people in the ADOS are saying, we're going to make our own tribe because we are a group that came together based on circumstances. We were stripped of our tribe, and now we're going to make our own tribe. And what I'm trying to say is that's backwards.
So explain what we should be moving towards. Because because we have been universal, we have been open, and I got a story that I'm gonna cover that's dealing with that, with the being open and being without borders and being without being able to protect ourselves and define ourselves for ourselves. We have been that.
I'm not saying don't do that. No, we have to do that, and that's important for us to do. But what I'm saying is we are American, okay? We are a part of a new, America is the new world, right? And the new world was started by people who kind of left their tribes. Ours was stripped from us. The Europeans chose to leave their tribe in Europe.
And formed a new one here.
Okay, okay. White people, Europeans formed a group, a white group. They didn't have a white group until really the formation of the New World.
And that's a tribe.
True. But it's not a tribe.
What is it?
It's a group of people who came together, common interests, but it's not a tribe. Tribe is very ancient. Tribe comes from. It's not a tribe. This is new. It's not a tribe.
I disagree with the ancient. Well, let me say this, because what we're talking about is a social definition of a group that was used by anthropologists to look at, but people have always existed in groups. Whales exist whales exist in groups. We call them pods. We define them as pods. Monkeys do troops. Wolves do packs. So as human beings, and you coming from Africa, you know this for a fact. There was different groups just in the area you was in Ouagadougou.
Yeah, they have tribes.
Yeah, there was tribes. So the tribal structure is matter of fact, it is beyond ancient. It's something that people develop to protect themselves. We have been operating, I honestly think that we are progressing because we have been operating trying to be the quintessential American. We have been the quintessential example of what true Americanism is, and we've been getting our ass kicked trying to do it. We have tried.
Okay, you're right. I totally agree with you on that. My problem is that term, and it's a minor thing, but think that maybe it's not minor, but I think that we before you adapt it, you need to really look at it and think about the implications of it long term, and not just on the surface implications. Okay, and you're saying we're a tribe. We are a United States, right? United States tribe, okay? And what I'm saying is tribe usually exceeds national boundaries. Usually, right? They
Well,
exceed national
I will
boundaries.
challenge that.
Okay.
Tribes only exceed national boundaries because of how Europeans function. Prior to that, tribes did not exceed national boundaries. What do I mean?
Yeah.
My wife is Awe. She has relatives that only speak French. Her family speaks English. Why? Because Europeans decided that on this side of the border is Togo, on this side of the border is Ghana. So that group that may have lived in an area and that they had claimed as their own was split by outside individuals. So there are generations of family members that are growing up in different places, and we say they're different places, but these are areas that they had existed into prior to European incursions.
That is true. That is true. I won't argue that.
And I know you've seen that in Wazudugu. And these groups, a lot of these groups,
all over. It's not just in Africa, it's literally all over.
All over. France, the Gauls, you know what I'm saying? Tribe, you know what I'm saying? They just decided, hey, we're gonna be the top ones, and eventually became the French. But a lot of these groups exist and still exist in peace. Is when outside influences come in a lot of cases, that cause them to lose their goddamn minds.
Okay, Hatem,
you're
right.
Go ahead.
So, on a certain level, you're right. What I'm trying to say is, but when you look deeper in that tribe, also those tribes have relatives. So whatever tribe your wife is, Awe, you say, the Awe, if you do your research on Awe, they're going to have connections with another tribe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and
so those tribes have, I call them cousins. They
are, right.
They are. And so those tribes will be linked in that region.
Right.
Right? So they're linked in that region, and then those regions can be linked to another region.
Right.
That's tend to how tribes work. And what I'm saying
used to.
Well, they still work like that.
I mean, but not in the way that they, because when you look at at some of this quote unquote empires in on a continent prior to the invasion, a lot of people were able to be brung together up under one governmentship because of the very thing you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because my great grandfather separated from your great grandfather, and we're cousins. Like before I brought my wife over here, I had one of her, I think he was a distant cousins, but her uncle asked for one of their friends to be able to come stay with me because he was coming to America just to visit. He won the lottery, won one of those lotteries, and he was able to come visit in America. So I let him come and stay with me, and he was telling me a story about how the Aways have a connection with the Yoruba.
Yeah, that's how tribes work.
That's how it works. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is not based on nationhood. You're saying our tribe is based on nationhood. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a small distinction of how we're not a tribe.
Well, I mean,
you're saying ADOS is a tribe and is linked
to the United States of America.
Yep.
Right. It's linked to, see.
That's what you're saying. And
now
so,
the national
isn't linked to nationhood.
Now, who set the national boundaries? And how were the national boundaries set?
But that's who we are. ADOS is based on United States national boundaries. And you're saying, people are saying, we're a tribe, and what I'm saying, we're not. Tribes don't work like that. We are a distinct group. I would say we're an ethnic group. We're an American ethnic group, and I don't think anything is wrong with that. But but we're not a tribe.
But Sister Kim, that's kind of long, and that's not really catchy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't gonna want. We're ethnic group. It don't sound as live as tribe. We gotta do some branding.
But we're not a tribe.
But we can't. But we can
the
be.
whole point is
This now
we
check this out.
cannot be because we're not.
Listen, because I'm gonna no. But check this out, because you know a tribe really, when it comes down to it, is groups of families that at one point in time decided to live together. They weren't all related. In the next 200 years, we become tribes. You have a daughter, I have a son.
A band. You're talking about like early humans.
Right,
they have these bands.
Right. Well,
so you have the bands, and then from the bands you have the tribe. And what I'm saying is, if you're saying we started off as a band,
who?
That's what you're trying to say? We were brought over here as slaves. We were a band.
Well, no. When we was brought over here, when we was brought over here, we have to be clear about that. When we was brought over here, we was brought over here as nothing, as property, because all of that was erased. And what I'm saying is, we are in a beautiful time where we are able to create something totally new, something totally different. We're talking about building something.
Then why are we going back to tribe?
Because
if we're trying to build something, why are we reaching back to tribe?
It's hot. You know it sounds
backwards.
good. You know it sounds good.
Yeah,
you just had some bad experience. You had witness.
My whole point is,
go ahead.
So does African American. And when they were deciding, we were going to be called African American, it was probably somebody in that room, or multiple people in that room, who said, "Hold up, you calling them African American? What about the Nigerian? Are they African American too? What about the white South African, who is African? What about the white Egyptian, who is African? Are they African American too?" They were shouted down. They ran with African Americans.
They ran with it.
Now
we got a whole problem because we don't have.
So I feel as though I'm that voice with this tribe. And
you didn't just say you that voice with this tribe. I know you didn't just call yourself part of a tribe. I know you didn't.
With the term tribe, with us using that term tribe, I am that voice. I think it's problematic.
But hold on now.
And I think it's not going to serve us. In the end, it's going to trip us up. We don't even need it. We don't even need it.
But what I'm saying is, because like now, back then, because like check this out. I think that back then they did what they needed to do with what they had. They was trying to establish some type of connection. They didn't care about all that. You're right. Somebody was in, and they ignored them. And African American, that term served us and served us in this time, right? So now we need to kind of put that on.
It served us. No, I don't think it served us. I think it served us. It served others. It did not serve us. It served others.
But I think at the point in time when it started serving others is when it went wrong. I don't think at the beginning when we started using it, it was serving others. I think
I think it served others from the get-go. I think from the moment it started, it served others from the moment.
I'm going to tell you how it served me. I'm going to tell you how it served me, because I can speak for me. I can't speak for a whole group.
Okay.
The term African American, in a sense, inspired me to seek and learn something about that place called Africa, about me, to really start researching. And then it brought me all the way around, giving me a connection, because you might laugh at this, but do you know I wanted to be Chinese in middle school? You probably didn't know that because you ain't go to middle school with me. But I wanted to be Chinese because they had a culture. They had supposedly, one of my teachers in school told me they had the oldest culture in the world, and I didn't know nothing about Africa, nothing. Then people started referring to me, rather than just as black, which was black and beautiful, they started assigning a place for me, assigning an area that I cannot use to identify. So that term for me served its purpose. Now, I'm not going to be mad at it because I outgrew it and we outgrew it. What I'm going to say is put it to the side, use it how it needs to be used. It's like a book that you no longer want to read. You put in your library. You don't have to burn the goddamn book. Just put it in your library and let's move on. I
understand. I totally understand what you mean. I didn't have that.
You just miss arguing with me.
Feeling with it. But I do. I know. I understand because I saw that with other people. It didn't do that to me, but I understand what you're talking about. But I'm also a little older than you. When I became African American, I was already out of college. I had finished college.
Right. But now, you did research? I mean, because I don't know. I don't remember how much older you are than me, but you're still in your 50s.
I'm 54.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
As my editor said, you a baby. He's a baby. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm saying we need to grab. I believe we need to grab and use what we can at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? And we have an ability. We have a power to be able to take stuff and redefine them. And redefine it. Now we couldn't redefine African America to hone it so that it could just serve us, because, like you said, it covers such a wide, just such a wide area. Like you said, how you gonna distinguish between the white Egyptians? You know, they're from Africa, and us. You understand?
Well, I think now, see, this is where I hate to be disagreeing with you all the time. I don't like African American. I don't like the way the term has been used against us.
Right.
But I think if anything we could do is empower ourselves to say that term should be just for us. And on the forums where they have a black / African American, we should say us. No. Just African American. Have another drop down for black. Just like they do. I would
rather have them do it the other way. I would rather have them say black, African American / and just African American, and then go into you, because I don't know if you ever filled out a federal application where they go into where they put all the where they define a group and they put all the places where you might be from. You know what I'm saying? But either way. But I hear you. But my whole piece is, one, I started realizing a while ago that unless we started putting up borders, and one of the first borders that we have to really put up is around our minds. And I honestly believe we have to give our people something to belong to, something that they could claim as their own. And one of those things that's bigger than the family, because then we'll get back into people falling back into this selfish mind state, is this whole tribal aspect and tribal responsibility. And I understand some of the drawbacks from it, but there is also a lot of benefits that come with that. You know, that's
what the ADOS people said. We need to be more like that. I
ain't saying be more like. Listen, I'm a Coogee baby. I ain't saying be more like nobody, and I'm saying being an us. Like when you asked me, I had to think about the definition, because you hit me with that last time. So what I did was, boom, I just look at the definition that I use because for me, a person, how can I put it? A family, a tribe, a community, a city, a nation, all could fit up under the same definitions. It's just a matter of degree. Because it's hard to maintain a family if you don't have if it's not stable, which is the same thing that a tribe needs, the same thing that a nation needs. So I just take the piece for nation, because the issue that I had for a long time was that I had individuals, I still got individuals in my circle that call themselves nation builders, but are doing nothing of the sort. You a tribe builder, or you a family builder or something. You're not doing no national shit.
Not nation. No, you're not doing national.
We're not on the nation level yet.
Community. You're an ethnic community.
But that don't sound as hot as a tribe. You understand what I'm saying? That ethnic.
Ethnic community does not sound empowered. Tribe has a denotation of being empowered. And what I'm saying is we are not empowered. We are not a tribe. We don't get together and have tribal meetings. We
Some of us do,
whatever.
Sister Kim.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
Okay.
So what about those of us that do? I'm trying to be empowered, and I'm trying to pass some power on to my children.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? We have I just found out in the ADOS Columbus, we got somebody I think that's on school board now. You know what I'm saying? We shooting for some major positions in 2023. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we are. ADOS is, but we always, ADOS is just a fad term now.
Right.
Tribe is fad now too.
Well, let me enjoy the fad. You sound like my grandmother talking about how I used to wear my shirts when I was young. Stop it. Let me enjoy myself. Yeah, let me enjoy the fad. You know what I'm saying? Even though, let me be clear with you. Where I got the idea from about the whole tribe piece. This is before ADOS. It was a brother by the name. Yeah, it's a brother by the name of Seth. Oh, what's his name? Seth is. Anyway, he wrote a book called Tribes. See, because for a long time I was called. The name of my group was Gye-Nyame Nation Builders Club. Right.
I get it.
Then it went to Gye-Nyame Journey. Years later, but we have always called ourselves a tribe, Gye-Nyame tribe or Gye-Nyame house, because in some cultures a house is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I know
we've been using that term because I was listening to this dude and what is his name? He's a bald-headed guy and he wears red horn-rimmed glasses and he's very popular on the internet. And what he was talking about was building your tribe on the internet. You finding people of like mind and stuff like that. So long before ADOS started screaming the tribe piece, I was talking with my people about we're a tribe. You know what I'm saying? We got similar likes, we got similar ideas. A lot of y'all been raised up in my house eating my goddamn food. So hey.
You're my tribe.
Yeah, you're my tribe. You know what I'm saying? But it was actually
I get it. I'm just really concerned about. I want us to just have our own identity as it relates to census, African American. If it's for us, let it just be us, and then black be for everyone else. That's what I want, because African American doesn't relate to color or whatever. Because you can be African American and present as a white person,
right?
Present as an Asian person or whatever. So personally, that's what I want. And then everybody else who's black, you stand on your own. That's what I want. I personally feel as though we need to push for that more so now than reparations.
Now,
I think
but for that,
hard for.
Now, now this is where one of those things where two things can happen at once, because that one does not necessarily require them, because even before it becomes documented on their forms, we have to come to agreement with that with us. But that's going to require us forming small groups, like small ethnic groups that come together and meet and talk about the concept. See, because like I said, and I want you to understand, what we are forming, because we have been put in a position where we are able to. I said this the other day in one of my videos. We have been put in a position where we have to raise our culture and our children at the same time, because our culture is very young. We got old elements. You know what I'm saying? So we are being put in a position. Our age grade between 35 and where me and you are right now, we are being put in a situation where we have to raise our culture like we raise our children. It's young.
So we can
And
kind of
I think we've always been doing that.
right.
I think historically that's what we do.
Now, the only difference is I want you to imagine how much powerful something becomes when you become conscious of what you're doing. I honestly believe you, and I understand what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. We have been doing that. But what what we're becoming now is we're becoming conscious of what we always been doing.
To a degree. I mean, some of us are.
Well,
I think, unfortunately,
I'm talking to one of those, some of them.
Talking to that, and
Right.
we have. I think the internet has helped us kind of find
Exactly.
each other.
And you
It
know what?
helped us find because
you know what they
I've
call
been
those
talking to
groups?
you since I was in Malaysia,
Right.
listening to you since I was in Malaysia, and I was way on the other side of the world, finding people who think like me. And in the past, that would have been almost impossible if we didn't have the internet.
Right. But then also, you know what they call those groups on the internet? Go ahead and say it. Let me hear you say it. What they call those groups? Come on now.
I don't know. I'm not going to say it. I don't think.
Come on.
Well, you
Just
say it.
one more thing. No, you say it one time. Just one time.
I don't want to see it.
Go
I
on,
don't.
say it.
I
What
probably am
they
wrong,
call those groups?
I don't know.
What they call those groups on the internet? Come on now. I'm waiting. Come on now. We won't move forward. We waiting for Kim to say what they call those groups of like-minded people on the internet. Come on now. What do they call them?
I don't think so. I'm just joking.
You call them thoughts.
Bots, they said.
No. What they call them? Come on, Sister Kim. What they call them? Just one time. You ain't never got to say it again. Just say it. What they call them?
I don't know.
You know for real?
I really don't know.
They call them tribes.
A community? Oh, a tribe. Got it.
That term, actually, I want you to think about this. That term became popular because of the internet here in America.
In America. It's an American thing.
Right, because it was brought as a different context. It was brought up under a different context. Who gonna get on the goddamn phone and clear their throat? Like, go ahead, Navita. I ain't even got. That's all I'm gonna say.
What you mean? Who for? I'm sorry. I was just trying to clear my throat. I thought I had the phone on mute, but I actually had the TV on mute because you're on my TV too. So I was just getting a little confused about the multitasking.
What's
go
going
ahead.
on? Wait.
Nothing. I'm just waiting to.
No, she won't say the word. She ain't want to say the word, so I ain't gonna.
I don't tribe. She didn't want to say the tribe. I wrote a definition of tribe on the thing.
On the timeline. Oh, so what I gotta do?
I did it about 25 minutes ago. But.
Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do right now, so we won't have this problem again. I am going to go off the screen. Right now, y'all getting a quick session in what they call OBS. I'm going to go to my browser. I am going to go to chat because I don't have a chat browser on that, so I didn't see that. I apologize. I started running my mouth. You know how I get. And I'm going to go down to chat with my chat browser. Anybody see it? If you see it, say stop.
I can't. I'm not on the screen.
All right, chat browser found it. Boom. Post it up. Boom. There it go right there. And now I'm going to make a transition. All right, so now I'll be able to see the comments. And Sugarfoot, Alawasa, Derek Thompson, Terry. Oh, okay.
You don't need to read the tags, Philly.
I'm trying to. Tribe, a social division in a traditional society consists of families or communities linked by social, economic, religious, or blood ties with a common culture and dialect, typically having a recognized leader.
We ain't that.
You say we ain't that?
It's a traditional society.
So that was at least that's what I found.
Sister Kim, you know we got some traditions.
We're not a traditional society. You can't change anthropology.
No, but listen.
We're not a traditional
we do.
Within that society,
we do have a traditional.
Within that society, that particular
America,
tribe.
traditional society. We are not that.
We are. I mean, we do have. We are a traditional society.
I do believe we
No,
have
not.
traditions. We should
As
have
ADOS, you don't think we got traditions?
Some may be positive, some might be negative, but just like you'll have African, continental, or whatever come over, and they'll say that's an African American thing. That's not necessarily a continental African thing. That's an African American thing.
But
so I think that we do have
not a traditional. A traditional society is a pre-nation society. That's what it means by a tradition. Look up the definition.
We are pre-nation now. We're pre-nation now, Kim.
We were created because of the United States.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean,
created because of
how
it.
many?
So how could we be a traditional society?
I got a question for you, Sister Kim.
Traditional society would be like the Native Americans who had tribes before the United States. Traditional society literally means pre-nation.
Hold on.
We are post-nation.
Hold on. I got a question for you, Sister Kim.
Okay.
What if I was to tell you that some of the tribes that we look at right now were formed because of pressures of larger African groups? Would they not be able to be counted as traditional societies?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
like, for
about?
example, we could, for example, if we go back to pre-Europe, Europe before they got really good with the boats and shit, and we look at some of the ancient kingdoms, you can see certain tribes being formed because they were under pressure by a larger group. Like let's just use Mali Empire for instance. Certain groups of people had to come together so that they would be able to survive through the Mali Empire. And they eventually became groups. They didn't exist prior to this place, but because they didn't exist prior to this place, does that mean that they are not a tribe because they're not traditional?
Based on that definition, it's a traditional society.
Well, we have a tradition, Sister Kim. It might be depraved and crazy and shit.
There are traditions. A church can have traditions. A school can have traditions.
Yes.
But that's not meaning, but it's not a traditional society.
Why you just won't let me have the goddamn word? Can we just, that's all I want. We your husband and I want to talk to you. I want the word. Mr. Sambu, I want the word. Get her. Is he over here with you?
He's working. I made him work.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, she doing that wife thing. I'm busy. Y'all treat us wrong. Anyway, but Sister Navita, I seen you put up an ad for a show.
Got it. I did.
When is it supposed to start?
Well, it's coming soon. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to put a date. The date is tentative at the moment because I'm still getting a couple of other people who are going to be on the show with me together.
Okay.
But it is coming very soon, so I'm just putting the word out.
Okay. You getting your mic together, baby?
Yes. We'll discuss that when you get up again. Indeed, getting my whole setup together.
Okay. But now I got
for me and all that. But I was just waiting to see if you was gonna. I'm just hanging on for the rest of the stuff.
I'm gonna go through one more thing. There's only one more thing I wanted to cover, but if you got something you want to cover, you got to bring it up now because I'm about.
I don't.
All right. So I found this on the WhiteHouse.gov. Actually, I found it on Twitter. Antonio Moore had commented on it, and I just wanted to show y'all how people move. Executive order on the White House Hispanic Prosperity Initiative. Y'all seen that? You seen that shit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, now, y'all know we're going to talk about this on Toast and Talk Kuumba. I ain't going to be able to spend as much time because my wife is ready to go, and I was stalling on the show because I'm learning some new stuff. But on G&J Media Family, where is the universal language in this document that is often used for us as ADOS? Executive order from the White House Hispanic Prosperity Initiative. Now, so when it came to the BREATHE Act, we went over the BREATHE Act, even though I didn't show and I was messing up. I showed y'all the BREATHE Act. And I talked about how this shit, it starts off, it funnels you through and gets you excited as because they start off with Black life. And then it morphs into urban and using terms. Then it goes to black and brown coalitions. Now, I'm going to pull this up for a second, and I'm going to challenge y'all to look at this on your own. I want you to find the universal language that is applied when they're dealing with other groups. The only time they talk about universal definitions is when they're talking about us. In this Hispanic bill, or whatever it is, this executive order, there is not a mention of a gay. There's not a mention of urban. There's not a mention of black. It's all about Hispanics. And they are not shy about that, nor should they be. And neither should we be when we are demanding what it is that we need for us. Even the Breathe Act that is based on all this shit going on with Black Lives Matter, by the time you get down to it, it's a fucking Rainbow Coalition document.
Yeah.
Covering everybody. It solves the whole country issues. And that's kind of what upsets me about us and not setting some type of borders, because we come to universal people. We become the group Jesus that are supposed to be crucified for everybody else's needs. And I'm sick of it.
But we haven't always been that. Our leaders put us in that situation.
I agree.
And we haven't always been in that situation. That's the most recent 50 years.
I agree.
If anything, I'm going to say tribe is good, because tribe is thinking tribal.
What's that word you say?
What's
that word?
I said thinking tribal.
Oh.
Thinking tribal is actually...
You know they say you are what you think.
Thinking tribal is taking back
say, Brother Kwame,
50 years. So I think that if anything...
Brother Kwame asked you to say that word again. Brother Kwame sent the request out.
Thinking tribal.
Okay.
Is actually putting us back to where we were pre 1965 or whatever. I was born in 65.
And that's
pre
what we
1968 or whatever. That's really what we need.
Exactly.
And it was nothing wrong with being like that. And so I think we need to get back to that.
That's all I'm trying to do.
And our leaders
but you beat me up for 45 minutes. You abused me. For 45 minutes, I had to use my mind. I'm an American. I don't want to think. You made me have to think.
But we didn't go back and pull terminology that didn't relate to us. And what I'm saying is we don't need to use that term. And I'm saying that we need to be careful again, because that term could be used to bite us in the butt. So that's what all I'm saying. We need to be careful. We need to be really look at things, because the people we're dealing with are very smart.
Oh, yeah.
And they use stuff against us very well.
Like the Breathe Act.
Running around using something, it could be used against you, because if you look at the definition of a tribe, tribes have cousins, tribes have linkages. So next thing you know, we calling us a tribe. The people from the Caribbean, well, we was enslaved too. We a tribe. We all a tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be careful with that.
But this is
That's
the issue.
That's all I'm saying. When you're using a term that goes with the definition, it could be used against you.
I agree. Now, but this is the issue. I got cousins. But what's for me is for me, and what's for my cousin is my cousin. If I want to bring my cousin off, I can. Calling ourselves tribe doesn't mean that we have to become stupid. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, I mean, but you know. But anyway, but family, listen, I'm about to get up out of here because my wife walking around here, ready to roll and stuff. And I think we got what is it? We got something tomorrow, and I need to go and get these scenes ready too.
We have per tomorrow.
Okay. So I'm going to go and get these scenes ready.
But
family, please read this executive order. This is why. Because I want you to keep track of how many times somebody else is mentioned outside of the group that made the request. We need to get to that point where we feel comfortable. We're making people feel uncomfortable because we're going to make them address our needs. Sit up there and smile and hold your executive order that you signed for us. That's where we need to get to, regardless of what you call it. But all right, family, this is Brother Hot Tim. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get out. It's time for us to boogie and hit the streets. But, yo, know that I love you. Thank you for building with us. This is Brother Hot Tim. And I am almost out.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Born to be great.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.